This is a story of a father's anger during an alien invasion. Story made by Koki Monster. Please enjoy.
I remember the day they came. It was supposed to be a normal day. The sun was shining, birds were singing, and the world felt ordinary. But then the sky split open. I'll never forget that sight. Colossal ships like something out of a nightmare, descending from the heavens. They blotted out the sun, casting our city in darkness. At first, we didn't know what to do. My wife and I stood on our balcony, clutching our daughter between us. We've heard countless conspiracy theorists warning about potential attacks, but we never imagined this. I never believed them. No one did. It seemed impossible, unreal, but the explosions were real enough. The earth shook as the first blast hit, and then another and another. The screams of our neighbors filled the air, mingling with the sound of sirens and the roar of the ships above. We tried to run, but where could we go? The streets were chaos, cars abandoned, people running in every direction, buildings collapsing around us. We barely escaped our collapsing home as we ran into the street. That's when it happened. I lost my family in the crowd. One moment they were right beside me, and the next they were gone. I called out to them, "Emily, Sarah," pushing through the panicked masses, but all I found was destruction. I searched and searched until my legs gave out and my voice was hoarse from screaming their names. Hours passed. The screams began to fade. It was over. I don't know how long I wandered through the rubble, hoping to find them alive. And then I saw them, crushed beneath a fallen building, their bodies broken and lifeless. My daughter, Emily, still holding her favorite teddy bear that I got for her on her 3rd birthday. I fell to my knees, numb, unable to process the reality of what I was seeing. The world around me faded away. There was only the pain, the loss, the unbearable weight of knowing that they were gone. They believed in me, that I will keep them safe. But I had failed them. I don't know how long I stayed there, holding them, weeping until there were no more tears left to cry. But then, something inside me snapped. The grief turned to rage, an intense hatred that consumed me. They had taken everything from me. My family, my life, my world, and I will make them pay. In the days that followed, I joined the remains of what was once the military, now only known as the Resistance. I had nothing left to lose. They told me I was reckless, that I should be careful, but I didn't care. The aliens, these monsters who called themselves the Coalition of Etherian, had come to our world to kill, to destroy, to conquer. But they didn't know us. They didn't know me. They thought we were weak, insignificant. I could see it in the way they looked at us, in the way they fought, confident, arrogant, as if we were nothing more than insects to be crushed beneath their feet. But they were wrong. We weren't weak. We were human, and humanity had been fighting wars since the beginning of time. The Coalition didn't understand our history, our capacity for violence, for survival, but they would learn. I will make sure of it. I started small. I learned how to make explosives, how to fight, how to kill. The first time I took down one of those armored bastards, it was like a switch had been flipped. It was as if I had found my purpose in the ashes of my old life. I became known among my comrades for my ruthlessness, my determination. I wasn't just fighting for survival. I was fighting for revenge. Every alien I killed, every Coalition soldier I took down, was another step closer to avenging my wife and daughter. I couldn't stop. Their faces haunted me, their last moments playing on a loop in my mind. I would never forget it, never forgive them. I'll make those aliens regret underestimating us. Those bastards thought their advanced technology, their superior strength, would be enough to crush us. But they didn't count on our will, our determination. They didn't count on people like me. Months passed. The Coalition's forces were relentless, their natural armor and immense strength making them terrifying opponents. They relied on their biology for battle. Thick hides that deflected bullets, claws that could tear through steel, and a physical prowess that dwarfed anything we could muster in a hand-to-hand fight. But they were unprepared for the horrors humanity could unleash. They had technology, yes, advanced ships, energy shields, and devices beyond our understanding. But for all their superiority, they had never faced a species that had honed the art of war through centuries of conflict. They had never faced a species that could turn every corner into a death trap, every building into a fortress, and every weapon into an instrument of pure devastation. Hell, we would kill our own just for victory. We fought with everything we had, with every weapon at our disposal, no matter how horrific. We didn't care to fight fair. We couldn't afford to. They were stronger, faster, more resilient. But we had something they didn't, an intimate knowledge in war. We learned to exploit their biology, finding weaknesses in their natural armor. Their scales, thick as they were, couldn't protect them from the hell we unleashed. Napalm, white phosphorus, and thermobaric weapons became our tools of destruction. The Geneva Convention was a distant memory. We rigged buildings with explosives, entire city blocks rigged to collapse on their troops, turned streets into minefields, and used guerrilla tactics to harass and ambush their patrols. We developed weapons specifically to counter their biology, high-caliber bullets that could pierce their armor, deadly plagues that their body couldn't fight, and gases that their lungs couldn't filter. Made every step they took a blood-soaked hell. They called me a war hero, a leader, but I didn't care about titles. All I cared about was the fight, about making them pay for what they had done. I became a ghost in the ruins of our cities, leading strike teams deep into enemy lines. We used every dirty trick in the book, exploiting their arrogance, their lack of understanding of human warfare. They didn't understand why we fought the way we did, why we used weapons that caused so much pain and destruction. But they would learn. They would learn that war, to us, was not a game of honor or conquest. War is hell, and we were experts at it.